Hello, my loves, and welcome to Planet Zara. It's your girl Zara, and I am so excited to have you here. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart, breaking free from those pesky negative habits. You know, the ones that keep us from living our best lives. Get ready to kick those bad boys to the curb and embrace a happier, healthier you. So buckle up, babes, because we're about to embark on a transformative journey together. Alright, my loves, let's get real for a second. We all have those moments when we feel like we're not in control, right? Those times when it seems like our bad habits are running the show. But guess what? We have the power to change that. We all have those pesky little things that trigger our negative habits. It could be stress, boredom, or even certain people or situations that push our buttons. You know, like that 3 p.m. slump that sends you straight to the biscuit tin, or that friend who always manages to bring out your inner drama queen. It's like clockwork, isn't it? You find yourself reaching for that snack or getting caught up in unnecessary drama without even realizing it. The first step to conquering these bad boys is to identify what sets them off. Take a moment to reflect on your day-to-day life. What are the common triggers that lead you down the path of negative habits? Is it a specific time of day, a particular emotion, or maybe a certain environment? Think of it like this. You wouldn't walk into a battle without knowing who your enemy is, right? You'd want to know their strengths, their weaknesses, and their strategies. The same goes for your negative habits. So why treat your negative habits any differently? By understanding what triggers them, you can start to develop a game plan to tackle them head-on. It's all about being proactive rather than reactive. Once you've identified your triggers, you can start to develop strategies for dealing with them. Maybe it's setting up a new routine, finding a healthier alternative, or even seeking support from friends or professionals. For example, I used to be a total stress eater. Whenever I felt the pressure mounting, I'd head straight for the chocolate. It was my go-to comfort. Whenever I felt the pressure mounting, I'd head straight for the chocolate. It was my go-to comfort. But I realized that this habit was only adding to my stress in the long run. But once I realized that my trigger was stress, I started finding healthier ways to cope, like going for a run or blasting some Beyoncé and having a solo dance party. These activities not only helped me manage my stress, but also made me feel more energized and positive. Trust me, it's way more fun than shoveling biscuits into your face. Plus, it's a great way to boost your mood and keep those negative habits at bay. So take the time to know your enemy, and you'll be well on your way to conquering those pesky habits for good. Now, my loves, I know what you're thinking. Zara, you make it sound so easy. But trust me, it's not as daunting as it seems. And you know what? It can be. The trick is to take it one step at a time. The key is to replace those negative habits with positive ones. It's all about making small, manageable changes. Think of it like this. You wouldn't just empty your wardrobe of all your clothes without having new ones to replace them, right? You need to have a plan. Unless you're a supermodel, in which case, carry on. But for the rest of us, preparation is key. So instead of focusing on what you're trying to eliminate, focus on what you're going to replace it with. This shift in mindset can make a huge difference. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, try chewing gum or snacking on healthy treats whenever you get a craving. It's about finding healthier alternatives that satisfy the same need. I used to be addicted to scrolling through social media for hours on end. It was a habit that consumed so much of my time. It was my biggest guilty pleasure. But I realized it wasn't adding any real value to my life. But then I realized how much time I was wasting, so I decided to replace it with something more productive. I started setting small goals for myself. Now, whenever I feel the urge to scroll, I pick up a book or work on my latest creative project. It's amazing how much more fulfilled I feel. Remember, it's all about progress, not perfection. Celebrate your small victories and keep moving forward. You've got this. Okay, my loves, let's talk about goals. We all have them, right? But sometimes we set our sights so high that we end up feeling overwhelmed and discouraged. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your dream life. The key is to set realistic goals that you can actually achieve. Start small and gradually work your way up. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, don't try to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by making small changes, like swapping out sugary drinks for water or adding more fruits and vegetables to your meals. Trust me, my loves, slow and steady wins the race. Plus, celebrating those small victories along the way will keep you motivated and on track. Remember, you got this. Alright, my loves, let's be real for a second. Breaking bad habits is tough. It's like climbing a mountain with a backpack full of rocks. You know it's going to be a struggle, but the view from the top is worth it. It's like trying to resist that last slice of pizza when you're already stuffed. You know you shouldn't, but it's just sitting there calling your name. But you know what makes it easier? Having a support system, a group of people who are there for you, cheering you on every step of the way. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and encourage you to be your best self. These are the people who will celebrate your victories and help you through your setbacks. Tell your friends and family about your goals and ask them to hold you accountable. Share your journey with them and let them be a part of your success story. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Sometimes just knowing that someone is there to lend a hand can make all the difference. Remember, you don't have to go through this alone. Your squad is there to support you, and together you can achieve anything. I remember when I was trying to quit caffeine. It felt like an impossible task, and I was constantly on edge. I was a complete nightmare. My mood swings were off the charts, and I felt like I couldn't function without my daily dose of coffee. But my friends and family were so supportive. They understood what I was going through and stood by me every step of the way. They hid the coffee and drank herbal tea with me. It was their way of showing solidarity and helping me stay on track. They even put up with my caffeine withdrawal headaches. They never complained, even when I was at my worst. Having their support made all the difference. It showed me that with the right people by your side, you can overcome any challenge. So lean on your squad and remember, they've got your back. Last but not least, my loves, let's talk about self-compassion. Breaking bad habits is a journey, and there will be bumps along the way. There will be times when you slip up, when you give in to temptation, when you want to throw in the towel and say, forget it, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Remember, you're human. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would a friend who was going through the same thing. Remember, you're doing the best you can, and that's all that matters. And there you have it, my loves. 5 tips to help you break free from those pesky negative habits and embrace a happier, healthier you. Remember, you are strong, you are capable, and you are worthy of living your best life. Now, I want to hear from you. What are some of your biggest challenges when it comes to breaking bad habits? What tips and tricks have worked for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to Planet Zara for more positive vibes. Until next time, my loves, stay fabulous.